Welcome to the Facts and Truth. We're going to talk about legality of what these district federal judges are ordering when it comes to deporting illegal aliens that are deemed a threat to the country. So we have judges that are opposing people being deported, claiming they didn't have due process, claiming they weren't really gang members, and all of that I cover in other videos. So look up those videos. But let's talk about how if a lower court judge that sits lower than the three branches of government, which are the president, Congress, and the Supreme Court, if a lower court judge has authority to order the president, which per the Constitution doesn't really look like it, if they have the authority, is it legal for them to order bringing this guy back? Not whether or not they have the authority, but whether the act of him coming back is actually legal. And we also have acts by some Democrat Congress people of being on the side of this illegal terrorist per evidence and going to El Salvador to visit the guy to make sure he's okay and sit and have what looked like margaritas with the guy. So, is that legal? Can you do that? Well, that would actually fall under something we call treason. Okay. 18 U.S. Code 2381. Whoever owing allegiance to the United States, that would mean these people that swore an oath to uphold the Constitution and the laws, these judges and senators, or whoever, levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, meaning you're allying yourself and your beliefs with an enemy of the United States instead of the United States. Giving them aid and comfort within the United States or elsewhere is guilty of treason and shall suffer death or shall be imprisoned not less than 5 years and fined. Okay. Aiding and providing comfort. Is it not aiding by arguing that the guy deserves to come back to the United States? So is it legal for this guy to be brought back? Is it legal for these Democrats and judges to ask for this to happen when he was legally deported? He was issued a deportation order. Forget about the holding order. That doesn't hold anything anymore because he thought he was being threatened by gang in Venezuela or in El Salvador that are not there. That's why he was deported to his home. He's not a U.S. citizen. So he went to the country that he was a citizen of. So by ordering him to be returned, let's pretend he made his way to the border and said, I want to come and live in the United States again. I'm going to apply for a visa. He'd be denied. Why? Because of his gang affiliation. What if he said, well, I want to apply for sanctuary? He'd be denied. Same reason. Let's say he managed to slip in legally by lying, and he got through, and he wanted to have a green card, resident alien status. And then they found out, oh, wait a minute, this guy is MS-13. This guy was issued a deportation order. They'd kick him out again. He has no existing rights to be here. So how can a judge or any member of Congress think that there's any legal path for this guy to return? And they're willing to commit treason to provide aid and comfort. And that aid and comfort can come in many, many different forms. Providing a false narrative to the press so people have sympathy for the guy. Visiting him, making him think, and making others in the U.S. think that they're doing the right thing by visiting him. No, that's treason. Think about it. None of these people ever went to visit the people in Hawaii when their fires rampaged and burned. Nobody came to California when the fires rampaged and burned. Nobody went to Florida or any of those East Coast states when the hurricane wiped them out. But they're going to go to another country for a guy that was twice confirmed by two different judges, two different courts, and the president of El Salvador to be MS-13. Those are the facts that have been recorded and the facts of our laws that describe what treason is. Think about that. Who do you think is right per our Constitution, per our law? And who do you think is wrong? Make sure to watch the other videos because I get into a lot of other laws, Constitution, that really flies in the face, my opinion, of what the courts and the Democrats are doing about executing laws and actually ignoring the laws. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. We'll talk to you in another video.